Minus 5 seconds to stream.
Oh, I
Alrighty,
must
it
warn
should
you,
be
there is a
starting.
gate, and we're gonna like pass through this kind of barrier.
Yeah,
It scared the
some
crap out of
stuff is
me.
gonna pop off, my dudes, in a big way. Ah! No, I didn't want to do that. Shoot.
Hummingbird.
I'll maximize the stream I didn't want to maximize.
If you want to maximize it.
Ha!
Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, I get it. I get it.
It wasn't that deep.
It's not that deep, fam.
It's not that deep.
Wait, can
In the distance. Is it deep enough for sharks?
Could not. Oh, drat! Really?
Sharks.
Okay, that's why. I'm an idiot. I changed my password. No, I changed my password on. I had to change my password on Twitch to get into my Twitch account. So I have to do some streaming stuff. So I guess I'm not ready quite yet. So y'all can work on. I'm sorry. I am sorry. It shouldn't take me long. It's just I need to find it's like a stream key or something, I think it was called. Basically, basically it links my recording software to the Twitch.
Oh yeah, that whole weird setup you got on your desk. Right. Hannah, every time I see your username, I just think, I love play rehearsal. Honestly, I haven't even listened to that song. All I know is like that one bit.
It's not my favorite song in the show, but it's a good.
Khaoz, stay away from the mic.
Make me nervous.
I had a little flam.
I'm still laughing at the last episode name, episode 5. Get in, losers. We're going shopping.
Get in. Oh my gosh.
Get in, losers. We're going shopping.
Hannah, do you know what I bought?
What?
I bought a mechanic cat and I named it Calypso.
Nice.
It's a little mechanical cat and I love it.
Come on, Steve.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Almost. I'm just doing. What? Okay, I need to actually Google this, I guess, because I'm a fool.
Hannah, I am such trash that I saw Bella say the name Mark and I automatically assumed it was something to do with RE or Markiplier.
I automatically assumed it was something to do with the FNAF musical from Random Encounters. I cannot judge you. We are all freaking dweebs here.
We are all trash.
Oh, come on, really?
Wow.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No, not that. I just saw a Facebook screenshot. This is an annual reminder to check that you still want your account deleted after you pass away.
Wow. Okay.
Awkward. Oh my gosh, I just scrolled down to see a meme. I love Dungeons and Dragons. Love to actually play it someday.
Oh gosh. I mean, yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
They're being called out.
Where the heck? Stream key. Where is my stream key? Okay, sorry, maybe. What the heck? I think Twitch changed their layout and now will just not let me do a diddly darn thing. I'm sorry, that page is in another castle. Screw you, Twitch.
Alright, so sure, when I
Shut
Twitch,
the hell
everyone
your mouth.
comments on it, but when it's a famous streaming website, it's fine. Oh my gosh.
Come on. Why are you like this?
Okay, I mostly posted these two in the links and resources just for the custom weapons thing. I think I might ignore the bear saddle because that's for a bear race that my friend made up, and we don't have that in my campaign.
Wait, is the bear saddle for bears to sit in the saddle, or is it to use on a bear?
It's for an Iomar, which is a bear person.
So it's for a bear to sit in the saddle, okay.
No, it's for a person to sit on the bear.
Okay.
Could a bear sit in the saddle?
No. Well,
Could a bear
if you wanted a bear riding a bear, then that would make sense.
Okay.
Can the bear saddle be used on sharks?
No. But Iomar don't exist in my world. That's just what's at the very end of the custom misc for the links and resources. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have Iomar thing.
Okay.
I was just copying this
Let's
for
try this.
Gun reference in case somebody wanted to be a ranger and use guns instead of bows and arrows.
Okay, now you're just setting me up, because now I just want to make a McCree character. And I play a ranger in everything I do, so it's like, I want to so bad now. But...
Oh, you want guns?
I like guns. You watched me play Magicka. I want the gun.
I love how you're like, I just want a gun, and I'm like, I'm gonna go and take just this random idea and run with it, just so I can use this freaking voice.
Anyways, okay, I think I got it. Let's try it, and I think we should be good. Alright.
We got stream sign!
We have stream?
Wow. Wait, what?
Do we have stream?
It says offline still.
There we go, there we go. Okay.
Push the button.
Hi, everybody. We're back with the Idiot Squad, and we're setting up for another great campaign. Still your Dungeon Master Max. A couple housekeeping notes. After we are done with probably a chapter of this particular campaign, we will be switching to a campaign with all new characters in an all new world, with all new faces and all new places and whatnot. And it'll be a world homebrewed by our very own resident Khaoz. And I'm super excited. She's told me a little bit about this world and about what goes on, and I'm super excited. I'll say it that much.
Also, I changed my name. Oh, sorry. Also, I changed my name to Radioactive Rubber Pants for purposes of giving out 10 points. The points don't matter if you can guess the reference of my current name.
Yeah, there's
where we have references and the points don't matter.
I mean, that's basically it. A couple other things. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time if things are kind of not up to snuff as they usually are. I've been having a lot of technical issues the last couple of weeks, and my computer's just not been holding a charge, so I haven't really had a computer to work on tokens and maps and whatnot. But I'll try and get everything solidified by next time we do anything. And that's kind of all that's kind of all the housekeeping stuff I have. So I'll do a quick recap because it has been a month, but basically we went shopping. We arrived in Neverwinter. We met Elias's son, or ward, I guess, Matthias, and we went shopping. We bought a bunch of stuff. We retconned, since Hannah was not with us last week, or last session, we retconned that Annie bought a thing that gives her even more charisma and even more persuasion that I might have to put a buff on. I might have to, or buffer. I might have to debuff a little bit, but we'll get to that when it comes.
Annie has become too charismatic.
Honestly,
Annie is officially nearing the level of could flirt with a god and they would accept.
You're gonna try it, aren't you?
Oh, heck yeah.
They can try. They can try. But yeah, we went shopping. We did meet an artificer named Dimitri, who is basically a Shardmine Kumaji, like the Boilerman, or the Boilerman. And we watched an old man get bullied by a captain of the guards, and I know for a fact that Emma was like ready to rearing and ready to
throw down for this guy, okay?
Exactly. We've met, which we might do this session, we might not. Don't know yet. But yeah, that was kind of the extent. Oh, and we also went to the. I still had Fred Boat muted, but we also. Yeah, no, nice try. But we also went to the religious district. Everybody, including the cleric, except for Niveryn, failed a religion check, and so we didn't go to the Temple of Bahamut.
But Did you Niveryn have to specify that I failed a religion check?
You are a cleric. This is literally your job to be religious. But Niveryn did discover...
do whatever you want.
Yeah. Niveryn actually did find a church
I did find my church now.
Yeah, he did find a church to his race's god or deity or otherworldly power. I'm never really sure what to call the balance.
It's more of an otherworldly power, I guess.
Otherworldly power. And found that things seemed a bit not good with it. And I didn't go into we didn't go into too much detail there, but the most that we really know about it is that something's not right with it. And we will probably get back to that on another day. Probably won't, maybe it will never come up again, but yeah, no. So yeah, there's still a bunch of stuff in Neverwinter y'all can explore. We can try going back to the church and looking for the Temple of Bahamut again. We can try going to the tavern. We can try looking for Captain of the Guard. The world is your oyster, y'all.
Gosh dang it, why doesn't this automaton cover exist?
Because it doesn't.
Because there is a god.
Okay. What do you guys want to do? Like I'm just gonna do this while we're waiting, like
It's our time gauge. Tick tock, tick tock.
Right. Oh wait, weren't we supposed to do something at the temple?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
y'all had
maybe
like a mission.
Good idea to go back and try and find it again.
I'm not gonna make you do a religion check this time. I have too little faith in y'all.
Okay. Wait. So.
I just remembered I have a +4 bonus to stuff.
Yeah.
Has Niveryn informed us of the existence of this temple?
I don't know. Niveryn, have you?
Yeah. Why not?
Alright.
So kind of like, oh yeah, the Bahamut one or the. I know about mine. I let you know about Bahamut though.
Yeah, it's like I was about to say. It's like it seemed a little odd that Niveryn would be like, "Hey, I found my church and things are bad."
Well, yeah, it's just be like, it's like, what'd you find? Nothing.
You know.
I do need to clarify. If you told us about the Church of Bahamut, Maza is now ready to throw down ×2.
Well, Anyways. So, what do y'all want to do?
You're just a really angry-looking halfling in your party.
We have Edward Elric is what we have.
Watching the whole thing going, interesting.
We have Edward Elric is what we have for the moment.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so y'all are going to church?
Wait.
Take me to church!
Take me to it!
Wait, Khaoz said wait.
Short?
Yes.
Well, she is a halfling, but still.
Fair point.
Don't call me short.
Annie starts playing "Take Me to Church" on the automaton right now.
Okay, I guess that's Annie's. Annie's answer. Church,
trying
everybody?
to find that, but I couldn't find it, so that's why I complained.
At the shrine of your life, you can come. Sorry. Okay, alright, are we going to church?
Church!
It's white space.
What is that?
Oh, it just loaded. Okay.
Oh, is that a Durgan person? That's a Durgan person.
It is a Durgan person.
Oh, I love this.
A Dagron.
Can I hug
A
it?
Dagron. Here.
How do I... Nope.
He looks really huggable.
He does.
Wait. I can't...
Wait, are we talking about the dragon?
Oh, there we go.
The dragon here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
He looks
I-
so huggable.
Alright, so I'm standing at the door
Dude, she's a
before I enter
priestess.
this church. How do I feel?
Oh, it's her. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to choose gender. May I
Yeah,
hug
we're
her,
all
please?
here.
Love her. Love her.
Also, y'all need to, yeah, I'll show you guys concept of art of her later because I'm in love with her a lot. But basically,
It's a fact. We're all gay.
I
Do
know,
I need
right?
to make any
Facts,
saves?
you are
I
gay.
entered a church that is not my own.
Basically, yeah.
Like, do I feel bewildered or do I feel the love?
in this church? I mean,
Yeah, because I come from a chaotic entity that's usually, associated with bad things, and I don't know about Bahamut, but as far as I know, he's generally a good.
yeah,
Durgan,
Bahamut is a
so-
very, yeah, I think Bahamut is a very, like, yours is kind of chaotic in the way that everything kind of goes, and Bahamut is kind of in the way of, I guess, more neutral good, but still has its zealots.
Cause I might be a little bit overwhelmed
You're not,
about stepping into a place that I'm not familiar with.
yeah, I get the feeling you're not
Especially
quite.
if his presence is all over the place. If his presence is not all over the place, then I would question these people and their beliefs.
I mean,
The,
right?
I'm still just playing Take Me to Church on the automaton, so.
The color scheme here is making me feel instantly a little bit more at ease. Like, this is, like, I don't know, this feels like Chordly kind of color scheming. I feel like if any churches of Chord were more fancy, this is kind of something they would look like. So I feel like Maza is just
Chord and
you know
Bahamut
what?
might be
This
just buddies.
This is reasonable. Like, it's not my church, but like it looks like a nice. This is good. It's nice.
And Khaoz, it's funny that you bring up Court and Bahamut maybe being friends because in actual D&D fiction they're really not. Like really really not. Like Court is known as the Dragon Slayer god, but but in this particular realm it's probably fine.
Well, it depends. Does he slay good dragons or bad dragons?
Well, you know what? For the purpose of our fiction, bad dragons. But, okay, so anyways...
Bahamut's a good dragon and he's slaying bad dragons, so wouldn't that be good?
Killing is wrong, Khaoz.
I
Wait a
mean,
minute.
okay,
Says
so...
the person who kills fire beetles and then later laments and goes, "Oh no, we killed the beetle."
Yeah,
we have a bad track record. Hey, can I tell some story? Can I tell you guys a story?
Okay, sorry.
You're fine. Okay, so yeah, you enter through this church and like you said, you're greeted by just this feeling of reverence, of warmth, of stained glass windows and iconic, or I guess iconic for them, religious imagery kind of thing, and it's this huge and massive papal, and then you also see, just way in the back, kind of tending to incenses and candles and whatnot, you see this very, very long-looking dragon in these beautiful flowing robes, and when you look a little closer at her, she actually looks vaguely like a Chinese New Year kind of dragon.
Oh, I love her.
Like with deer horns and a bit, or in like mustache looking, and like a mustache kind of thing. She's
not like catfish whiskers.
Catfish whiskers. Yes, that was what I was thinking of. But she is just this massive. She towers over all of you. It's like, Maza, you feel short in this group of tall people. Niveryn and
I'm sure.
No. I'm saying because Tallian and Niveryn and Annie, y'all feel like Maza probably does on the reg here. She is very, very tall.
Maza and say I know how you feel.
I mean, you can.
Wait. Do you just say that completely out of context to me? Do you just turn to me and just go, I know how you feel?
Yes.
I am
in the middle of still playing Take Me to Church, just I know how you feel now.
I'm standing there and I don't know if Annie just tried to have a moment with me, but for some reason I feel like I should be offended.
Roll to see if you lose your cool.
Yeah, can I roll perception to try to figure out what the heck Annie's talking about?
Go for it.
15.
Nah. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you know.
I just turn away. I just stare at her for 1 second and then turn away like, oh, okay.
This again. Yeah, you know, but you know. Maybe it took you a minute, but
it's
you know.
It's not worth a response.
You're not. Yeah, exactly. So
as a creature of the dark in the place of light, huh?
Yeah. Basically, this dragonborn woman with these long flowing robes walks up to you and she says, "You must be the ones that they sent for." Argor and Isensod sent word about the Tiamat cultists, which I'm sorry for anybody watching this who is like, what's going on? Because this is something that we have not really talked about.
We didn't stream this stuff.
Yeah, our OG, yeah. Yeah, our original mission was to rescue this guy, Isensod, from cultists for Dragon Satan, basically. And then after we had rescued them, they kind of said to us, like, hey, these guys are probably going to be coming back. Would you mind helping us out more? Maybe? Please? And we all agreed to it. Part of the reason why we've come here to Neverwinter was because they had word that Tiamat cultists were going to be making a move on the Church of Bahamut here, specifically, kind of thing. But for the moment, things seem relatively calm. And Tiamat... Yeah, Tiamat. This priestess, she just kind of nods her head to you all and says, I am Lan. I am the head priestess here. Argor and Isensod did send word. We're safe for the moment, but there's been many rumors about cult activity in the city, and we don't know much about them. You could probably find more information asking around the city.
I step forward to shake her hand, and
she doesn't let you. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, she lets you shake your head.
Listen, Maza has had a rough time of shaking people's hands up until that perfect one last time, so...
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point.
So I shake her hand and introduce myself quickly, and just tell her, any way that we can help. Any information that you can give us, or if you need someone to come by here occasionally, or anything, really, we are absolutely willing to help.
Lan she kind of like, again, nods her head at you and accepts your handshake, kind of in a polite, you're not technically supposed to be touching me, but you're new here, I'll allow it, kind of way.
Listen, let's just say that followers of Court are like cuddly or something.
Yeah, that's actually, I like that actually. But yeah, she kind of looks over you all and looks at you, Maza, specifically, and seems to. It's like something is different, or something seems unique about you, halfling. You are you're a person of the cloth, are you not?
I hold back for 2 seconds so that I don't just blurt out, well, you can kind of see that by, the religious symbols all over my robes. Yeah,
beyond that. Beyond that, I mean to say, you seem to have been... You give the aura of somebody that has been shaken very recently. Or that has experienced something that very few in the world have experienced.
Can I ask how you can tell?
I'm a high priestess. I've kind of got a feel for this.
That's fair. I sass you, you sass me. Well, you're very... obviously, you're very perceptive. Thank you.
Thank you. I rolled really high on my perception.
I just tried one of those in here, and it's gotta be you, because I didn't go through it.
Anyway, I'm sorry. You were saying?
I merely, all I meant was, I'm currently... Well, here's the thing. I'm currently on a mission from my god, but I do believe that it is also of the utmost priority for us to stop this cult of Tiamat. So please do not hesitate to call upon me if you need any of my services or whatnot. Honestly, I kind of turn and look at everyone else. I would say that the rest of my party would probably also be willing to help out. Maybe, guys?
Tallian nods her head curtly. All kind of perched on one of the pews. Not quite not quite full Bill Rikering the thing, but yeah, there.
And I turn back to the priestess and say, well, that's pretty much all the approval you're going to get.
And he's still just basically staring at her in the most gay fashion possible.
Oh, and don't mind the bard. Can I just ask you one personal thing, High Priestess?
Certainly. And please, just call me Lan.
Lan. Would you say that you were at all... how to put this? Have you taken any kind of vow against dating of any sort?
I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate, but...
I'm not asking for me.
I'm
asking for...
I reach back and I kind of shove Annie forward. This girl has been absolutely uselessly flirting with everyone that we've met so far.
Annie, make a persuasion or make a charisma check.
I guarantee you that she has very high charisma and she is a valued member of our team.
Make a charisma check, just for because we're here and because we're here and we're queer.
I can't believe I'm doing this to a High Priestess. I'm dying for you over here, Annie. I hope you understand this.
You better roll well.
Ooh.
Wait, did you add your boost from your items and stuff, though?
No, I didn't. So that's +3, isn't it?
+3 from the ocarina, and...
I'm gonna say that you can only use one charisma. You can use only one charisma boosting item at a time.
So it's
just
17.
because okay, 17 then. You actually tied with her. So
yeah, fly.
So you know what? She kind of looks at you and it's like kind of looks you up and down and like, Okay. But
I blush.
and she blushes back, and she kind of like, I am a woman of the cloth. I do have my duties. I've also never met you group before. I'm also I get the impression you have actually flustered this useless lesbian. but
we have made everything gay in this game, and I love it.
The priestesses are gay, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Exactly. But she does turn back to you. There's been a... Listen.
Listening.
There's been a massive shift in the astral energies as of late. It's as though a god, one of the gods or goddesses in the sky, was here on the prime material plane. And halfling, you are like smelling of it, kind of thing. That aura that I mentioned that radiates around another cleric, it is bright, bright, bright around you.
Number one, are you saying I smell?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You smell like fish.
Number two,
that's probably
about that. And I move to take her by the arm and then remember and stop and motion toward one of the benches, and I'm like, you might want to sit down for this. I feel like the two of us need to have a talk. Religious guardian to another.
Very well.
Zoom!
Very well.
Oh no. There. Okay. Gosh. What is this campaign? Okay. What? I understand that we worship two very different higher beings.
Yes, we're very different in religious figures. This is true.
However, I do feel it is pertinent for you to understand what I'm about to tell you. And also, I haven't told anyone else yet, and I'm really kind of excited about it.
And meanwhile, you see your party who is there for the entire exchange.
Annie's just being gay and staring most of the time, let's be honest.
Fair point. Okay, continue.
Cord has visited the Earth. Not through his own physical body. Well, it's kind of a long story, but I in my experiences as a cleric of Cord, I have found that he sometimes takes form in mysterious ways, and this one happened to be a sea monster, yada yada, but the point is, he has returned to Earth and given me a mission straight from his wishes, and if you have any kind of advice to offer, there's something big going down, and I wasn't sure. I felt it before, and I wasn't sure, but there is no possible way to doubt this now, because I have seen and felt it with my own skin and eyes that there are godly presences among us, and they are asking us to do something very important. And a member of my party is apparently not a worshiper of Cord. A member of my party does follow the balance, and I think that he has also felt this change. If you know anything about this, or why there seems to be such urgency, please do not hold back.
This is me out of character. I'm gonna venture a guess that like the urgency is that people are trying to summon literal dragon Satan, but
yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be the stereotype in most D&D games.
That's fair. This is fair, but And then as you're recalling this, you also remember that Cord, when he visited you in your incredibly deep and religious experience, did give you direction to seek out and find the dragon Atrix.
Oh, yes. Also, do you know of a dragon known as Atrix?
Lon kind of cocks her head at you a little bit. I have not heard that name in some time. It was thought that the name was lost to time, actually. Atrix is a silver dragon, an albino silver dragon, a worshipper of Bahamut, and it is said that he lives deep in the mountains in a place called the Spine of the World, which, if you refer to your map of Faerun, is about 360 miles to the north of Neverwinter. Just, that's out of character. But
I feel as though there is something very important going on that we cannot allow the divisions of our church to stop us from seeking. Listen, Cord has asked me to seek him out, and the dragon, that is.
Yes.
And I do not know why he would ask me specifically to find a worshipper of Bahamut, but he has warned me that there is a great chaotic force coming, and that this may be the only way to stop it.
And Lon she kind of looks at her hands for a moment, not really sure quite what to say. She's kind of mulling over her words for a moment. And then she looks back at you and says, Atrix was a cardinal in our church. He was, or not in our church here specifically, in the general church of Bahamut. He was a very, very well-respected, very high member of the council, but one day he went missing. It was centuries and centuries ago. But as old as he has fallen into what is generally defined as legend. We're not positive where he is, but, and this is a big but, you would probably shut up. You could probably learn more.
Come on, guys.
Y'all. You can learn more from the Neverwinter Royal Library. But to get into that library, I'm afraid you will have to convince the Neverwinter Royal Council that your humanitarian efforts are worthy of such a vast collection of knowledge.
Well, that should not be a problem, right? I mean, we're talking literal world destruction here.
Literal world destruction that how many people have experienced firsthand is the thing. That's you cannot guarantee that a group of politicians is going to understand what is going on.
I kind of lean forward and bury my face in my hands a little bit and just heave this great sigh. I see what you're saying. You understand, as another member of the Cloth, what I'm trying to describe to you here, of course, but...
Of course, yes.
I love how Niveryn and Annie just sort of noped out of here.
I was wondering what was going on down there.
They'll be gay elsewhere at this point, and Niveryn just zoomed over to the corner.
He's like, I'm uncomfortable here. I'm gonna be in the corner where it's dark.
Gosh.
Yeah,
Where is Annie?
Left to go and chat.
Hello,
Where is Annie, actually?
About the place.
Annie's just going to find someone else to flirt with.
I love to go talk with people and learn about the place, not flirt with everyone. I only flirt with cute people.
You can do all.
I only flirt with cute people. Like, half the people we meet.
Of course. Well, anyways, Lan kind of... Maza, she actually puts a hand to your back. And in kind of a not very familiar to her, but this is a way people comfort people.
Wow,
kind
relatable.
Of. I know, right? But she kind of does that.
How do I?
And
wait. What? Huh.
But they're there, pat pat, and she.
It's a gift.
She's just like, fear not, young one. There are ways that you can get into the library, and for the moment, we are safe. For the moment, it is okay if you need to take time to get into this library, as if you can bring forth witness testimonies of your good deeds, if you can bring in items that you've created or found that'll better society in some way, or if you can bring in the heads of monsters that were terrorizing villagers, kind of thing. As long as you can prove to the council that you have a vast capacity to do good, then you can access the library and access its knowledge from its knowledge held within.
I kind of glance up at Tallian,
who is still perched, I should say.
Yeah, I'm just kind of making eye contact, like we can do that, right? And thank you, Lan.
Of course.
I'll need some time to think this over, but I really do appreciate the advice that you've given me here, and I hope that you won't hesitate to call upon us if you need anything.
She offers you a smile. Of course, young one. I thank all of you for, even your friends who appear to have left. Thank all of you for your assistance.
Oh, and I hope I'm not overstepping here, but was that a hard no on the dinner with Annie? Soft no?
Tell her
Soft
to
maybe?
Technically, my character is just right outside the door, kind of like, I feel like hanging outside in the dark of the shadows of the church.
Tell her she is very sweet, and she is, I'd maybe like to get to know her at another time.
I give her a smile, and just kind of a knowing smile, and tell her, I'll pass it on. I'm sure that we will be visiting again soon.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons with this group. We make everything gay.
I never thought I'd have to do that.
I know, right? So
you guys know that quote, right? That's like, nice pants. I bet they'd look great on the floor of Name's bedroom. Are you flirting with him for me?
No.
Best wingman ever.
I'm not doing anything. Oh
my gosh.
Okay,
I'm not doing anything.
Oh my gosh, Khaoz, what?
I'm not doing.
Are you making a rainbow?
No.
Oh my god.
This just in. This church is gay and you can do nothing about it.
Okay, how do I get rid of it now?
Anyways, your dungeon master.
No, through the stained glass windows, a rainbow appears on the floor, and it's just a sign. It's a sign, guys.
Okay, anyways, if we're done making our priestess, if the priestess is done being gay,
we're never done.
Speaking of gay,
Mess.
So,
okay, there we go.
Niveryn.
Yep.
While you and Annie were kind of, that is very distracting. I'm gonna change the screen. While you and Annie were kind of just hanging out outside, not necessarily. Oh right. While you and Annie were kind of just staying outside, kind of doing your own thing, and while everybody else is still inside, you see these two elven women that enter one of the churches, and then right as Maza and Tallian are leaving, you actually see them just being pushed out of this church. And they do land to the ground, and one of them kind of curses and spats at the priest that threw them out, but you see these elven women, and they kind of just dust themselves off and stand up dejectedly. And they're Hang on. Let me get some
cleaning up. What do you? Okay.
Y'all. Y'all, come on.
Sorry,
come on, guys.
Oh wait, I can't stop drawing. Help! There we go.
These aren't the actual. Okay, you know what?
I think it is.
I was gonna draw fat.
Oh God, what?
How do I delete this? How did I delete? Okay, delete.
Hang on, your dungeon master deletes it. I goofed on a thing, so give me just a second.
I can delete my own crap. I just can't delete other people's crap.
Yeah, same.
I think I have a clear all DM screen, so.
Cleaner. We need the cleaner.
Guys, stop it.
Wait, there's a green dot next to the woman who looks kind of like Ollie, so.
The gay is not dead, but it's hiding for now.
Okay,
no, there's
right, fine.
And I am using the tokens for the elf guitarist and for Ollie, just because we didn't.
I don't know where my character went. I think it just.
Oh, I think I accidentally deleted them. I'm sorry.
Every time I look at that avatar, I just I hear the guitar strum.
But and we're pretending that this is in front of the church because I didn't think to put a. Oop,
that's cool.
I didn't think to put a church. Will you let me drag and drop, please? Thank you. So, yeah, you see these two elven women, and they're kind of just muttering, talking. They're kind of just talking to each other, well, I guess that's one more. Do you think we'll find somebody before the full moon? I don't know. Maybe.
They're werewolves.
No.
Okay.
Wait, which direction was the churchy in?
Let's say it was right here. This.
Tallian, are you good?
Right around here somewhere.
Yeah, up here.
Okay.
Tallian's good. We're just
Mew.
Come on, let me delete.
Alright.
Oh, yo.
But yeah, these two elven women are they're kind of just walking along, and they actually catch sight of you, Maza. And you see them kind of light up. Well, you see them actually kind of light up hopefully. And one of them, a more demure looking elf, I guess, who's got long blonde flowing hair, and it looks like she has a circlet on her forehead and a beautiful dress. I'm talking dang gorgeous. She actually kind of rushes up to you with big hopeful eyes and is excuse me, are you a cleric by any chance?
I am, absolutely. What can I do for you?
Listen, my fiance and I, we've been looking for somebody to marry us, but we've been having some I'm sorry, my name is Solana, by the way. This is my fiance, Aerith.
Max.
Yep.
Max, I know who this is. Okay.
You guys need a flower girl.
We've been looking for.
You guys need a flower girl.
Listen, well, not exactly where we want to have our wedding.
Annie can do wedding music. Anyway.
Well,
I'm an avenger, so.
I can absolutely help my children. Where and when?
Night after. They kind of look at each other sheepishly, this is awkward. That's kind of where we've been running into trouble. See, we want to have our wedding at the Tree of Life deep in the forest. And I want everybody to roll a streetwise check.
Streetwise? What's... Okay, I gotta get...
Streetwise.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a roll for rumors and for like rumor and hearsay.
I wonder if the Tree of Life has anything to do similar to the World Tree.
Oh, dang. Sorry, I can neither confirm nor deny.
It's a different place.
I can neither confirm nor deny, but possibly.
Did I tell you about the World Tree? I can't remember.
+3,
I think so.
25.
Maybe.
The giant tree that practically holds up the sky or something like that.
I know. Oh,
I think. Okay, anyway. Yeah. You know what, Annie? You know enough for enough for the most of us, because you know what? There's probably like songs and stuff written about this tree. It is still fairly rumored more than like actual thing, but that still works. Okay.
Yeah, that's still good. I only have a +1 to my streetwise, so it's like.
No!
Maza, you have no idea you have no idea what we're talking about. And Tallian.
Oh, cool.
Oh, good. Hang on.
Sounds similar to the World Tree back in. Oh, quiet.
Yeah, Tallian knows what's good. But basically, Annie, you know the heck out of this tree, because there's probably like songs written about it. There's like ballads and opera. There's probably a crap ton of stuff about this, because
bedtime lullaby was sung about this tree.
Pretty much, it's deep. This tree is deep in the forest to the north of Neverwinter, and it's said to be the oldest tree in the entire realm. It's supposedly the oldest tree in all of Faerun. And legend has it that under the light of the full moon, people can see red thread that connects them to their soulmates.
Aww.
Something's gonna get gay between this squad, and I know it.
Shh. That's for me to know and for you to find out. But
okay, so,
and they kind of
gay.
So Aerith and Solanna kind of just like look at you pleadingly, and just it's.
I doubt there's a soulmate for Niveryn out there.
Oh come on, we love Niveryn. We can have this soulmate.
Niveryn has 20
They're
soulmates.
both just.
I mean, seriously, if he does have a soulmate, he obviously wouldn't know it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is that not how soulmates work?
We're soulmates? I don't think so. But this red thread's got to be wrong. And then later on, oh yeah, it was totally right. I mean, gosh, that was the first time we found out that we actually loved each other, and blah blah blah.
No. But anyways, yeah, these guys, they kind of they're both just like pleading looking. And it's like, listen, money is no object to us, but listen, we'd really like to have this wedding on the night of the full moon.
Alright, so I kind of cock my head at them a little bit. I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not really from around here. I don't know if maybe there are some customs or regulations surrounding the tree that maybe you should check with first, but I'll be happy to do the actual ceremony.
Of course. Well, here's an idea. Why don't we can take a day or two, or we can take a day, and the full moon isn't until the day after tomorrow. We can take a day, and we can get prepared, and we can find out about any kind of rules and regulations. They actually see Tallian, and they like, your elf friend. They can probably debrief you on any kind of, or on the wedding requirements, all that stuff.
Oh, dang, I was gonna ask how Tallian's gonna do with this. Oh no, Max, I see what you're doing here.
They'll do. But and we can meet back here in the morning and I'm gonna stress this a lot. They're like very, very millennial, like in the way of, we don't have a lot of money, but we have a lot of love.
Aww. I give the blonde one a pat on the shoulder. I'm like, it was Solanna, right?
Yes, Solanna.
Money's no object on this end either. Don't worry about it. Can I ask why your church isn't doing this for you?
And you see Aerith kind of pouting a little bit. She's just like, well, we're not particularly affiliated with any religion. And Also, it's maybe a little dangerous on the way in. It's a little bit off the beaten path, if you get what I mean. It's
So
I know the way. We know the way.
We know the way.
Shut up.
Niveryn's like, well,
we know the way, and we know
doesn't have a particular thing.
it's just it's more out of the way than most would go for a wedding.
So what you're saying is you need bodyguards.
Aerith actually kind of puffs her chest at that because she is like decked in armor. No, don't need bodyguards necessarily. Just need someone to do a wedding for us.
All right, I straighten up and I'm just kind of like, yeah, sure, kid. Okay.
Yes, and Selena just kind of gives you a look of yeah, okay, sweetheart.
And I'm like, okay, let's get down to business then. To the hunt.
You beat me to it.
There a raise hand button somewhere around here?
Do you have any guests who are coming around that we need to know about? And also, and I kind of turn to the party. I don't want to lead you guys along with me here, but if you'd be willing to come with me, I mean, I know that you all kick butt in combat.
You think that I'm not going to go see this super freaking cool tree? Of course I'm going to go see this thing.
Tallian just kind of nods. They're not very in the talky mood at the moment, I think. But yeah, they nod. They're like, yeah, this is cool.
Niveryn's like,
this is
huh, interesting. Would like to study this tree, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
way of the balance, it doesn't matter.
How will we find you when it's time?
We'll meet here in front, or we'll meet here in the town square.
Okay. In the evening?
Huh?
In the evening?
It's actually it's about a day and a half. It's about a day's ride to the tree. But we can, or if we depart in the morning, it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, all right, and like another look at the party just to see they're all on board with this. Yes.
Andy
all right.
Is on a scale of 1 to 10 out of 12 of on boardness.
All right, I will prepare for the ceremony, and we will see you in the morning. Good luck.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say 8.
Tallian's a tentative 8.
Overall, I'd say it's like a 9, 8, 9. She's pretty handsome.
But yeah, so you have agreed to meet Solana and Aerith in the morning, but it is still like afternoon, or it's still like late afternoon at the moment. So is there anything? And yeah, they do kind of. Oh, right.
Okay, so just a quick aside here. Can I turn to Tallian and just be like, so,
you good?
I never really asked about this stuff, because I know you don't like to talk about it, but can you sort of debrief me on anything important I should know about elf ceremonies?
I think Tallian fiddles with their ring around a chain a little bit and just sort of nods. Yeah, man, later. We'll do it later, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah, there is still a tavern y'all can go visit if you wanna. Or you can turn in for the night and visit the tavern another day.
And we check out the tavern.
I kind of want to go to the tavern.
Staying anyways.
Alright. Well, and keep in mind, you do have the Church of Bahamut, and you have Elias's home you can stay in, so it's not necessarily you are restricted to the tavern.
Church of Bahamut.
I mean, okay, yeah, fair point.
This mental image of Niveryn wrapped in his cloak, just sleeping outside the church, please let me in.
No, it's his choice. He doesn't want to come in, kind of thing. It's just like nope.
Can I come into the out now?
I don't want. Can I come into the out somewhere else? All right. Okay, so y'all want to go to the tavern?
Tavern hunting.
Tavern.
The tavern.
So this is gonna look very familiar to us. Or to us, the party.
Is it a clone? Are we cloning taverns like Bethesda?
Oh my gosh,
yes, we
As we step in, I get a very strong sense of nostalgia.
Okay, for any of those who are confused, this is the tavern. I didn't get a chance to finish working on the tavern. And so this is a tavern that we started out in when we were using like pre-roll or pre-made sorry. We were making pre-made Roll20 maps. I completely blanked for a minute there. But yeah, we're back in action here. And
yes, he's back
again.
Shady's back. Okay, actually, speaking of, on the map, I am seeing a bad boy leaning in the corner.
You are seeing a bad boy leaning in the corner, and I will describe the bad boy and the leaning in the corner in a second here. So, inside this tavern, it doesn't look it, but it's this incredibly lively atmosphere. There is plenty of tables, some that look in sort of a state of disrepair, or very, very recently repaired, keeping in mind the Grog Blossom, this tavern, is like right on the harbor, so it probably gets a lot of sailors. And really, it just seems like your average tavern.
Before.
I
said deja vu, I just been in this place before.
Exactly. Deja vu. So, anyways, so there's not really a whole lot of note here. There's a couple of dice tables in the back with the bad boy here.
Oh yeah, you do have it muted, so I will.
Yeah, I see what you were trying to do there. But yeah, there's a couple of dice tables, there's a brawling ring in the back here with a couple of big people trading blows.
Dang.
And really, it just sort of seems like your average everyday tavern. And
oh my gosh, Khaoz.
The one.
No.
Oh wait! Hang on! Ah!
What?
Mute.
Not
I don't
muted,
have
is
it
it?
muted apparently. Oh no!
I thought you had it muted.
I thought I did too, but apparently not.
Yeah, I saved you.
But anyways, yeah, the one other thing that is kind of note is a large corkboard next to the door with various parchments and notices on it.
It's the bulletin board!
Sort of.
Blech.
It's the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon bulletin board. You can't
Yes!
Well, you actually, for purpose of story here, you do actually bring it up to the bartender, Gregory, and
Gregory is the best name ever, and I think I want to have that name now.
You do bring it up to Craig, the bartender, and he just says it's basically a board of various local job listings.
Oh my gosh, it is the board.
I was going for Craigslist, but that works.
Oh, it's Craigslist!
No, we're making bad Pokemon jokes instead, man. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I was doing the Bethesda joke.
Anna, Team the Hansel?
Or Bethesda,
Keep your
yeah.
hands out.
Anyways.
Okay, sorry.
So, y'all have just kind of rolled up in this bar. What do you want to do?
I want to go chat with this bad boy.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
People are
Making my way downtown. Newman fast.
Chaos, did you say something?
I said that 2 people are watching now, supposedly.
Oh.
On the
Hi,
Idiot
people.
Squad channel.
Hi, people.
Hi.
I'm just watching.
One of those has got to be Sage.
If you're here,
Yeah.
hi, Sage.
Boy.
Hi, did you get the reference of my name yet? 10 points.
I don't understand the reference of your name, though.
Either.
It feels so familiar.
You can turn in Chaos points for prizes.
These prizes?
Okay, so I think Tallian's just gonna I think Tallian will kind of watch by in the background. But Chaos, or defer to Chaos? What do you want to do, Chaos?
What is everybody? Oh, they're gonna go hang out with the shady man in the corner?
Yeah, I think they're gonna see what he's all about. I think they're gonna see what he's all about.
We're just naturally drawn towards shady people, you know how
I'm
it is.
gonna order, how many turns does it take to go get some food and then sit down where these guys are at?
We're not in initiative order. Ordering food and drink is a free action. Go for it.
I love that line.
Do I use up any gold getting something to eat is the question. I got 5 gold.
I'll say like a good decent meal and some good decent drink is gonna cost you about 5 gold.
Yay, I ate up my 5 gold.
Poor meal and a really poor drink.
But
I'm gonna get that roast honey boar with the barbecue sauce on the side.
Well, maybe not that nice, but still nice.
Aww.
I mean, this is kind of a
good and not going to get you sick.
Exactly. It's not gonna get you sick. So, anyways,
what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Okay.
Anyways,
yelling,
Maza,
not when it gives you food poisoning, Niveryn, it doesn't make you stronger.
I'll muscle through it.
Not that I'm saying.
Niveryn is just like settling up to this dice table with food.
Like, food poisoning isn't good in any case.
Wait,
Oh god.
There's food over here. There's food over here.
Niveryn is just settling up to the table. That's hilarious.
My place to sit. Just like, hey guys, you mind if I put my tray here?
You can't sit with us.
You can sit with us.
I don't even say anything. I just like sit down and I'm just like nom 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 nom. The guy's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like the A+ grade student who's sitting with all the like failing students.
Right now, I want to school at you.
So when you guys approach this table, you see that the other patrons that are invisible are playing a game called 5 Rolls. And one of the patrons of this table, probably the only one with a token, kind of looks up at you and smirks this toothy grin. And you actually see a glint of gold in his smile for a second. You guys want in? The ante's 100 gold, but the payout's 3-1.
What's the rules?
Sorry, I spent 5 gold on this meal. It's super tasty. Nom 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 nom.
I'm trying to be dramatic here.
Okay, I put my foot up on the table and I'm just like, hey, tell us the news, man.
The news is we're playing dice.
How do you do?
So
you suck at being a vampire. I mean that
guy. Out of character, 5 rolls is basically you roll 5d6, and if you have at least 3 even numbers, you win. And it's known as it's
Yahtzee?
Kind of, yeah. So maybe, I don't know, I haven't played Yahtzee in like a million years.
Well, Yahtzee's you roll 5 dice and
we're doing
different
some
scores.
gambling.
Yeah. And basically, yes, you shell out 100, but if you win, you get 300. So it's like, well...
This is Annie. Do you think she ain't gonna gamble?
Okay, fair point.
1 second. I need to double check how much gold I actually have, because I think I cleaned out.
Sorry, I had a bite of mac and cheese.
Gold being well fed than gambling away and come back with nothing.
Okay, I have 50 gold.
Okay, you know what? For the purpose of this, I'll say it's 50. And
I mean, it's no big. I'll watch other people do it. You know, it's like I don't mind.
Well, and you can also take money from Tallian too. I guess I kind of thought that y'all were gonna come here before we went until we went shopping. So, but yeah, you can take from the Tallian pool if you want to. It's really not that big of a deal.
Alright, I just turned to Tallian. I'm like, hey, can I borrow like $50? 50 gold.
Yeah, Tallian's like, yeah, go for it.
Thanks, man.
Alright, go ahead and roll 5d6. Everyone who is playing and anteing.
I'm waiting for Khaoz to finish.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, so Hannah, Annie didn't win, so that's 100 gold down.
Oh dang. We probably shouldn't be doing this.
Oh,
Khaoz,
I'm
how
not.
much are you
Oh,
typing?
I don't have any gold. I was just typing something to type something because.
Oh
yeah.
no! Oh no! Alright, so I just lost like 50 gold each for me and Tallian.
Tallian just kind of is like, bro.
I'm sorry,
And then
bro.
you see this guy smirk again, and you see another glint of gold, and he's like, you guys want to try again? Double or nothing?
Reference to the chat. Nom nom nom. Stuffing my
Okay.
currently stuffing my face. Nom nom nom.
Ah, what the heck?
I'm gonna wait to see how Annie does.
I am gonna throw out that this is a game that is not hard to cheat at, but you know.
Look who got 3 evens.
And Swindler's like, all right, you know what? Yeah, you got it. And then kind of pushes 300 gold over to you.
Dang.
Didn't you say if I won once I'd get 300? You said double or nothing. Hand over 600.
Dang. All right, Annie's like.
He
Annie's
passes over another. He passes over another 300. He passes over another 300.
I just turned to Annie. I'm like, can I borrow some of that?
Of course you can.
Thanks, Goo. All right, I'm gonna borrow 100 of Annie's. Are we keeping track of this?
I hope y'all are.
I have no monies, but materialism kind of ain't my bag. So.
Okay.
All right. You actually see him rolling now, because this is a contest game.
I'm just gonna take 1 second because I'm getting a lot of echo.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Echo.
Okay, I'm back.
And you can't quite place it, but you see, Hannah, or Annie, you see that 6 turn over to a 5. And
perception.
It just sort of changes to a 5, and Maza, you see your 2 actually drop down to a 1.
Perception. I want to do perception.
Oh man, the echo's really bad. Can I do detect magic? Or actually, that's a move, isn't it? I don't have that.
No, I don't believe you have this spell. You can make an arcana. You can make an arcana check or a perception. Yes, or chaos. You can roll a perception check.
All right, I'm doing. If chaos is doing perception, I'll do arcana.
And then after a perception, can I do an insight?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. Because I'm like, wait a second. I mean, an insight if I realize my perception. And if I don't realize my perception, then my insight is forfeit.
Maza, you don't notice anything particularly magic about the dice, necessarily. It's more just like...
It's this dude, isn't it?
Maybe. You don't know. It's hard to tell. Like, maybe they're magic, but they're more likely they're not. And Chaos, or Niveryn, you actually don't realize anything is wrong. And even your insight check is not giving you much of a read. Even your insight check is not giving you a good read on this guy. And you actually do see this guy kind of smirk again and is like, sorry, y'all. And takes back your gold.
Hold up.
You just read the dice.
Eating. Nom nom nom. It must have been a really high perception roll.
Well, it was a thievery roll, but...
Okay. I'm gonna... and I lean forward across the table and I'm like... Okay. I'm gonna try something with you. How would you feel about gambling something other than gold?
Tallian is like, what are you doing? Okay. And guy kind of leans forward. I'm listening.
We start low, then we move
Annie,
up to higher
you can't
stakes.
find your own butt.
Wow, thanks.
I'm sorry, Maze. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
We start low, and then we move up to higher stakes.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
We start with low bets, and then we move up to higher stakes. How do you feel about that?
Kind of just he thinks about it for a second. He's like, "All right, sure."
Okay. All right. First bet, and I slide one of my 4 packs of instant coffee across to him, and I'm like, this is worth like 70 gold or so. We'll start with this, and if I like the results, we'll go on to something that I think will interest you a lot more.
All right, I like me a good cup of Joe.
Just gonna watch the dice.
Are we just? And let's make this interesting here.
Okay.
Wow, that is bad luck.
Dang.
Nah, it was a percentile. I could care less about what you're about to do.
And then...
Ouch.
Because I was going 50 low, 50 high, and I rolled low, so I was like, I could care less. This is your own undoing. If you seriously messed up, then it's your fault.
Don't bet anything you can't lose. So, Maza, you see your 4 drop to a 3, and you see his 1 bump up to a 2.
Okay, and
you can make a perception roll to contest this.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, you really, really can't find your own butt. You're like, oh, no.
Can I do that? Because I was just sitting here watching the dice very...
I'm not going to bother rolling.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Niveryn doesn't care anymore.
Wow. Yeah, this guy is taking y'all for a ride.
Okay, so I'm getting the vibe that something is off here. So I say to him, okay, how about this? No tricks. We're going to bet something a little less physical. If I win, you have to tell me any truth about yourself that I ask. If you win, you get to do the same for me.
All right.
...
I can do that.
Thank you, dice gods.
Yeah, no, there's I'm pretty sure there's like no way that he can fudge this. You've won this one.
Dang.
Which, by the way, he has like mixed that cup of coffee right now, and it's just kind of nonchalantly.
Just sipping it.
Just sipping it. As you do.
So I look up and I'm like, well, it looks like I win.
And what do you want to know?
You're going to tell me how exactly you were fudging the rolls earlier.
I wasn't fudging them. Sometimes the dice make up their own mind.
So it's really nothing to do with you.
He shrugs his shoulders. I'm a magic man.
Where'd you get a pair of dice like these?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask that on your next win.
And I'm like, hold up now. I asked for any specific truth about yourself, so...
You asked for one truth. And I'm afraid that's not a very fair roll. I'm afraid that's not a very fair trade. If I have to delve all of my secrets for one good roll.
I'm up for doing the same.
Alright, roll your
bones.
One
of mine, one yours.
Slurp, slurp, munch, munch, burp, burp.
Hang on.
Wee.
Nice.
Got a guy by the question he asks, then the answers he gives.
Everybody make a perception check. Or you guys make a perception check. Niveryn, I guess you don't have to because you don't care.
Do I care enough?
I got a 9.
That's up to you, but... Alright.
Wow.
You're
right
down the middle.
And I'll make a perception anyways.
Oh, Annie, I love you.
Annie's got something this time.
I care enough to glance over.
You do. Annie, you do actually see the dice change this time, and it's not immediately noticeable, but it is as soon as you're like looking for it. Basically, you see the dice kind of align very rigidly. But yeah.
I'm wondering if he's a scion.
Perhaps, yes.
So
Well,
what's your
I'm a
question,
scion and I can move stuff with my mind, so I was like,
Okay, hold up. So which one of them won, Annie or the guy?
Annie did. So
No, the dude, I thought. Wait, are we trying to get the lower number or the higher one?
You're trying to get the higher number for this.
Then he won.
No, not for. Wait. For the game? No, for the game, you're trying to just get 3.
oh my gosh, really?
Are you kidding me, Khaoz?
Wait, was this your insight check, Khaoz?
Yeah.
This dude is hella scion. He's absolutely a scion.
Wow.
I may not have seen the dice change, but I was studying him hard enough to know that he's a mind trickster of sorts.
Waiting for him to ask his question, I think. Unless, like, is he supposed to ask or am I?
I'm gonna say because you won a perception contest, you can ask. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, you go ahead.
I'd like him to ask a question.
Okay. He looks at the 4 of you, or at least he kind of assumes the 4 of you. Niveryn, you're like kind of a non-entity in this fight, I get, or in this not fight, but test of wits here. It's like
I'm more of just watching and observing.
What brings the 4 of you to Neverwinter, anyways? Business, pleasure, pleasure.
Okay, hold on. Is this a question posed at all of us?
Yes.
It could be just some.
Or
Annie.
you know what? Actually, yeah, specifically to you, Annie. Is like.
His character.
So, what's a pretty little thing like you doing in a place like this?
That was so cheesy.
I know, but I didn't prepare for this. So, I won the
Mostly
bet.
just here for the money and the boredom.
Fair point. You're my kind of gal.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're maybe not her kind of guy.
Yeah, no offense, but I'm gay. Just joking, I'm not.
Darn.
I'm bad.
Well, I don't think you're the god, but...
Oh, wait. I just remembered something right at that moment, and I, like, slam my hand on the table, and I'm like, that's right, Annie, you have to go and see the priestess again. She wants to maybe have dinner with you or talk to you or something.
Wait, what about having dinner with the priestess? Oh my gosh, she's so freaking pretty.
You have to go back and talk to her at some point. Anyway, sorry, I just remembered that.
Okay, bye.
She had to go so fast.
Did you just run off to go to the game?
Anyways.
Annie's just gone.
Anyways, Niveryn, you and Tallian are actually like staring this fool down. Like, okay, yeah, no, you're kind of. This is not good here. This is not particularly good. I get the feeling that our stupid friends are being swindled.
Hey.
True.
Okay, I'll leave my. Okay, so I say to him, would you be willing to do a mixed bet?
A mixed bet?
Yeah, because, see, I still owe my friend here 50 GP, so, I don't have any gold to bet, but I could bet you something else, and if I win, I get gold. If you win, you get something else.
Alright, sounds good.
What do you want?
There's not really a lot. I can't.
Can I knock on his mental door and then back off so it's kind of like a ding-dong ditch?
You absolutely may. And hang on.
Do I need to make a check for anything? Like maybe a reflex? Oh wait, how do you do a mind reflex?
He rolled a 3 on a wisdom save, so he's like,
Wow.
nah, you basically ding-dong ditch the heck out of his mental door.
What'd you get out of that, Niveryn? Did you find anything out?
TLDR, dude's a cheat. He's been using his Scion powers to alter the dice.
Dang.
And
because I was just trying to get a reaction out of him to try and figure out if he'll like reveal himself to everybody else just by being like knock knock.
he actually does have a little bit of a, you see him flinch a little bit, and then kind of like glance over at you, and then
can I roll perception to see if I see that going on?
Yes,
I'm just staring him down.
Yeah.
Stare down.
Okay.
Staring contest.
You see it. You definitely see this dude flinch and glare and kind of shoot a look at Niveryn.
And you guys already know that Niveryn's a Scion because of his...
Wait. Yeah. Scion Avenger.
Lean over to Niveryn and just be like, hey, do you think you could stop him from switching them? Like, not interfere exactly, but just sort of block it?
Battle of Minds. That does sound intriguing.
Actually, I think that would be really cool. If you want to, let's say it's a wisdom contest.
Would that be like intelligence or a wisdom roll?
I think it would be a wisdom. I think it would be a wisdom contest. So I'll roll, and then you can roll here.
So straight up just wisdom contest when they roll for betting dice, and I will try to influence with my own mind.
I'll roll for the...
With my little force push.
To be clear, what are we betting here? How much gold versus what?
Let's do 50 gold versus...
Like knock knock, I didn't do anything.
50 gold versus... that cool cord belt you have.
Oh, dang, no way!
Sound good?
I turned to Tallian like, do you think that's a really bad idea?
Tallian nods. Like, dude, that's holding up your pants, man. Don't.
I turn to Niveryn and give him a look like, do you think you could win this?
Certainly try. Is probably the look.
Alright, you ready to roll some bones?
Before we do, is there anything else you'd be willing to accept?
Is it a will?
What about your sandals? I have my daughter at home likes sandals like that.
Oh, you have a daughter. And, no, sorry, sandals are mine. I'm betting the belt.
Is it a will defense? Do I use, like, my will modifier, or do I use my will defense modifier? Because he's trying to move him, and I'm trying to keep him from moving, so...
Yeah, but you're still using your mind powers to do it, so I'll
just straight up whiz? Yeah,
let's just do straight up whiz. I'll roll the... He does pass.
Oh boy. Okay.
You do pass too, so let me... Here, I'm gonna roll that wisdom... That wisdom contest.
Aw.
That was a 15, but you know what? He's actually like not. He's actually so thrown from you being here and like
ding dong ditching his mind.
Ding dong ditching his literal head that he's gonna take disadvantage.
Oh boy,
that's a 2. Yeah. Yeah. No, he doesn't change anything, and you actually he seems so startled that one of his even dice drops a number. So yeah, you've won.
Yes. I just run up and I'm just like clapping Niveryn's hands between my own, like, thank you. I really didn't want to lose that belt.
Yeah, Niveryn is just like, stop. You touch. No,
right,
stop.
I passed the 50 GP over to Tallian.
Thanks, man. But yeah, that's... And you see this guy kind of like, well, I better be going, I think.
Yes.
It's great playing with you guys. See you around sometime.
Thanks for all the... Oh, hey, what's your name?
Oh god, now I have to come up with a name for this fool.
You could come up with a fake name.
Jason Dean.
Not his real name,
Jason
and then
Dean.
just change it later.
He reminds me of Baby.
No point planting roots, cause you're gone in a hurry.
Winchester. The name's Winchester.
Why not? Right?
Even
Why
worse.
not?
Jason Dean Winchester.
Exactly. Okay, but yeah, he.
Why are we doing?
Oh. You see him just kind of like gather up his dice and quickly leave the tavern.
It's not faster than Annie left when she was off to be gay.
About that, can I just ask how Annie's doing right now?
She is being very gay, trying to talk with the priestess.
Hey,
you know,
hey,
failing.
here's a thing that we can roleplay on another time, though. Like on a dev session of how gay, but
Wait, can we though? Can we do an Annie date dev session?
we can at some point. I will
Someone make the
facilitate
stupid
that.
as heck visual novel. This is.
It's so sweet and I love it. But yeah, I'm just gonna say this. I think that she's a very you gotta get to know me before you can take me out kind of person. So like, good luck for Annie.
That's about the percentile of how good the date was.
Ouch. Well, good thing it's not a date right now. Good thing it's just a first impression, I guess, or second impression.
Yeah, Annie is basically a stuttering mess around her.
Aww. But yeah, that's kind of the dice is kind of all really of note besides like the brawling ring and the Craigslist, but yeah.
Are we checking out the Craigslist, or do we have enough jobs?
You can if you want to. It's
anything we can do along the way while we're going to the tree.
Oh, I like
you can find that out.
Well, where is the list?
It's all the way over by the entrance.
Yeah, it's like way over here.
Okay. I just zoomed through the wall. There we go.
Ah, oh no!
Oh, hi, Josh.
I'm an elf.
Now you have to fix that wall.
No, I'm an elf.
You do see some of these parchments and things, and there's mostly just like he said, there's various job listings. There's some like found pet listings and stuff. Wanted escort for merchant shipment, Neverwinter to Luskan. Contact Sylvain for more information. Any boy seeking that special, very badly misspelled someone tonight. Winky face and like 9 different XOXO.
Wow.
Seeking any information about Griffin whereabouts. Contact Rubius for more information.
Griffin.
I really
Monster Hunter. Wait, maybe not.
I really subtly tack up a note that just says "seeking date for hot bard." Call. Stone of Farce Beach at.
M seeking F. I saw you in the shops last Tuesday. You dropped a meat pie and then picked it up and kept eating it. HMU sometime?
I put up a message with dashes and clustered dots.
Morse code?
And more dashes. And then I posted there.
Interesting, okay. And you also see missing Rupert Glomgold, age 10, last seen 3 days ago by the mire. You see
dang.
F seeking M. You were outside by the flood. You were outside on a raft when the streets were flooded. You were the most handsome person I'd ever seen. Please hit me up. Missing.
Wait, is there
gonna be that one about the guy with the egg under his pillow? I think it was.
Yes.
Is there like a little series of notes like tacked up here of people using the board to communicate? And it's like
absolutely.
It reads kind of like Tangrel flirting on a Pokemon forum.
Absolutely. Sans, pick up your socks. You also see missing Agatha Steele, age 11, last seen 7 days ago, outside of the Neverwinter Mire. Missing Aria Morrison, age 8, last seen 10 days ago on the outskirts of town.
Hey guys, do you think there's a weird number of kids disappearing by the mire?
Yeah, actually, as you thumb through this list that Craig has compiled, you realize a good many of these listings are missing persons posters. And go ahead and make a perception check.
This might be worth investigating. Wait, there is no investigation.
Oh, rip.
I'm just too preoccupied with my listing for Annie.
Yeah, I wrote a note about stuff. I mean, it looks like gibberish to everybody else, but I can read it just fine.
22 will definitely do. Annie, are you like just not in our state here, or are you here? Did you come back after your date?
Gay.
Okay, you are off being gay. Tallian will make a. That is a 9 plus 4, I think.
Wait, is it on this side of the wall?
9 plus 10.
Or on this side of the wall?
It's on both, actually.
You said here.
I'm sorry, I meant like here.
Here. Oh, like right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to be on this side of the wall.
My bad. But yeah, basically there's a lot of there are similarities between them. And for one, they're all children between the ages of 8 and 11, and they all have familiar names. Check? Go ahead.
Familiar
I'm
names?
not. Wait, I think actually a dungeoneering check would probably be a little bit more.
I wanted to see if the ages of 7 to 8 are meaning anything to cultists.
Yeah, go for it.
So that would be religion, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be a religion. I'm sorry.
What do you mean the names seem familiar?
You can do a streetwise check and figure out.
Yeah, I'll do the religion check and see how bad I failed.
Oh, yeah, no, there's...
Yep, nope, nothing.
Nah,
yeah,
you don't know.
It's perfectly normal for children to go missing.
Yeah, kids go missing all the time. Who knows? Yeah, it's kids being kids, you know. Maza, you do actually kind of intuit that all of these places that these kids have gone missing from are roughly the same area. And you also intuit that these names you've seen on, like, buildings and library kind of thing, and, like, they're named after people kind of buildings. And you intuit that whoever these kids are, their parents are big deals, or somewhat big deal. So, what do you want to do with this here? Oh, shoot. We lost Emma.
Yeah, Discord cut out.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, wait. She's back.
Hi. Is you home? Is you returned?
Sorry, but back. I think my Wi-Fi cut out.
Oh no.
Okay. It happens sometimes.
Okay, so then what did you catch from that?
I basically cut out right around the time where you were talking about Niveryn's 11 roll.
Okay. I'm sorry. No, Niveryn is like, kids go missing all the time. This is fine.
Wow.
But no, Maza, you actually do realize that there are similarities between the children. Oh wait, you asked about this. Never mind. But yeah, like there's buildings named after Glomgold and Steel and Morsian kind of thing. These names are very familiar to you because you've passed them, like, named after building kind of people. You can intuit that whoever these people or whoever these children are, their parents are probably a big deal. But you you do intuit that all of these kids went missing from around the same place.
Okay. Two things. One, I turn to the party and I'm like, guys, do you think we should check this out at some point? Like, I feel like this could be, important.
Yes.
Okay. Two, this question to the DM. Can you text on the Stones of Far Speech? I think I've asked that before.
Sure. You can text on Stones of Far Speech.
Cool.
Why not?
Okay, so I pull mine out and I text Annie. I'm like, hey, look, I need to know, like, do you think you're gonna get a second date or something here? It's for reasons.
Do I just walk in?
I'm like, answer the question, Annie.
Answer what question? I didn't get a question. What the frick are you talking about?
Check your Stone of Far Speech.
Awkwardly checks phone as far speech. Probably.
Okay, I quickly ripped the note off the Craigslist that said that there was a date for Hot Bar. I just take that down. I'm like, nope, she's found someone.
Probably not. Go the best, but just forget about it. It's fine.
So yeah, that's kind of all I have for foundation wise. Is there anything? It is like late. It's I'm gonna say it's like right about sunset right now.
Okay. Are we heading back to Elias's, or what are we doing?
That's up to you guys.
I don't think I spent all my gold on food, so I probably might want to head back to Elias's because I don't think I have money for a room.
Okay.
And I'm not staying in the church.
Fair point.
What about outside the church?
Yeah, just sleep in the streets. Why not? People might give me loose change.
Niveryn, no.
I don't need money. It's materialism.
Gosh darn capitalism. Anyway.
No escape, even in the fantasy world.
Yep.
I buy a drink.
Alright, so...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Annie did not do that well on her date, no matter what. I'm sorry.
Aw, it's okay. We'll find someone for you.
Alright, so I guess you guys want to just, like, go home and stuff? Chill?
Yeah.
Or go back to Elias's house? I don't have a map for her, but...
Okay, yeah, like, we gotta, like, rest up before the wedding thing tomorrow, right? So...
Yeah.
The wedding meeting in the morning thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then check
And
out the
just
missing
off
kids
trying
while
to
we're on our way
enjoy
to
her
the
sorrows.
tree, and...
Yeah, you could probably check out the kids.
Could you phrase that a little differently?
Gosh, why? And I'm dead.
Sorry.
Alright.
Wasted.
Fatality.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys get back to your house, or get back to Elias's house, and she's like she made dinner, and you actually do see Matthias in the corner drawing away, and he doesn't really notice you guys when you come in, but Elias does, and she's like, "Hey guys, what's up? You look like you guys had a long day. Ready for some dinner?"
I had lunch. Or was it first dinner? Maybe I'll have second dinner.
Always room for supper.
Always pack it away. It just means more energy.
Nom 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 nom.
It's kind of like Niveryn is the scrawny guy that eats a whole ton and never seems to be not hungry.
Yeah, that's
anyway.
fair. That's fair.
I'm just off getting drunk, because obviously this is what you do when something goes bad.
Aw, Annie.
Oh, Annie. Well, I think Elias does kind of.
Tale as old as time.
Wop wop wah. Well, I think.
Classic Annie.
Oh, Annie. Well, and I think Elias does kind of notice you, and it's like, hey man, you good? You look like you had a really bad day or something. You look heartbroken, man.
Please don't talk about it.
Oh.
Well, okay, but if you change your mind,
I make like cutting across the neck motions at Elias, like stop.
okay. I guess this is a bit not good then. Yeah. So, I'll let you guys turn in for the night.
We're gonna officiate a wedding.
Oh, nice. Do you think I know him? Who? For who?
Does anyone have a pot for tea?
Elias, Elias does.
She's special tea.
Yeah, I think Elias does. She's like, oh, here, Niveryn, I got fresh water for you too.
It's Niveryn's green tea shampoo. It's
maybe he's bored with it. Maybe it's green tea.
It's kind of a a ritual thing. 3 cups of tea in the morning and 3 at night.
Yeah.
10 points for anyone who can guess that reference. It's from a movie. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm fairly certain I know it, but I can't place it at the moment. But yeah, you guys tuck in for the night and you enjoy tea, Niveryn, and you guys are all kind of just relaxing and resting and getting over your heartbreak before the next day, kind of thing. And they go away.
Can Annie cuddle with someone?
Oh yes, Annie can cuddle someone.
Important question. Can someone cuddle with Annie?
We can just be a big cuddle pile.
Except for Niveryn, who's just like, nope, I'm good. I'm good all the way out here.
Maza will cuddle.
I'm gonna curl up in a corner and be a little, caterpillar.
Aww.
It's like, this is my cocoon. No one is allowed in my cocoon. But yeah, you see the next morning, it's a few hours after sunrise, and you guys all make your way back to the church district. And you see all of the clergy of various religions getting ready for the days in whatever fashion that they do. Maza, you see a cleric of Cord doing their religious prayers for the morning, like salutation to the sunrise kind of thing, and you see like
that. What's it called? Ooh, what's it called? It's that thing that those Oriental people do in the morning, the gliding movements, and kind of looks like they're doing slow motion kung fu. Yeah, Tai Chi.
Yeah, kind of. There's somebody doing Tai Chi kind of thing. It's a very chill. It's very homey, I guess, is a good way to put it. But yeah, kind of aw. But you also see Aerith and Solana with a wagon and a horse, and they look up and see you, and they actually look kind of relieved, like they weren't really expecting you to show up. And they're just
what color is the horse? Can I name her a pony?
You can name her a pony.
I'm gonna try.
Will watching this wedding heal Annie's heart?
I don't know. That's up for Annie to decide.
Probably not.
Aww.
But yeah, they're just like, oh my god, I can't believe you came. Thank you.
I'm cleric of my word.
Yeah, and Tallian's just kind of like, yep, we're here, we're cool.
Is Tallian okay?
No, but they'll be okay. And y'all all kind of climb into the wagon, and they're like, okay, is there anything
something is missing here?
I didn't think to get a wagon, thank you.
I'm trying to draw a horse, but I'm not.
This is beautiful.
There.
It works. I love it.
I tried. So, what's in the wagon? I don't know. Just like luggage or
just like luggage and
something.
You actually see a couple of cases that are like sealed shut kind of thing. And Tallian kind of like gives a little bit of an explanation of like, yeah, these are their wedding dresses. They're not allowed to see them they're not allowed to see them until the ceremony, and they're like pointing out a couple of different little things in detail just to like give cultural context kind of thing. And so then you guys start out until you're on the road out of town leading towards the Neverwinter Wood.
Making my way out of town.
Wait, hold up one sec, guys. And back.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, there's gonna be a lot of background noise for a second there.
Yeah, no worries.
It's actually not a bad horse and cart for a doodle.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. So, did you guys want to stop by the... Did you guys kind of want to pass by the mire while we're over here, or nah?
Yeah.
Alright.
Look at the adorable horse. No. Oh, dang.
Aw, we couldn't save the horse.
What is this?
Was there supposed to be...
Oh no, we couldn't. I thought I could. Darn. Okay, hang on. Oh gosh, hang on. What am I doing? What am I doing here?
What are you doing?
Oh goodness.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought I put this on the map layer, but yeah, you guys do pass into this bog, and it's as you guys are leaving, you see right before you guys leave town kind of thing, you actually see Elias like running towards you guys. And she's just like, "You guys, I need to know, have any of you guys seen Matthias today?"
Oh no.
And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, you haven't. You haven't seen Matthias yet.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming.
Do we know what she's have we figured this out?
What do you mean?
Like, did we make the connection?
Of what's going on with No, not quite, no.
Here, I'm making a wagon.
Yay!
It's a horseless carriage.
That's fine. It works.
Can I roll some kind of insight or something?
I guess you can. I don't know necessarily.
Let's just give it. Okay, so are we just talking to Elias? Just like, no.
Yeah, you can just say no. We haven't seen him today. And as soon as you answer no, you see her whole countenance just go pale. And she kind of puts a hand to her mouth, like, no. Cord, no. He said he was going to draw it in the woods today, and I told him not to. He must have gone anyways.
Uh-oh. Is that a bad thing?
You see her it's a dinosaur.
It is. It's a friendly
dinosaur.
It's supposed to be a horse.
It works. A horse and dinosaur works. You just see her you see her fretting for a moment, and it's just like, no, he's probably fine. This is probably okay. It's just with all the missing children lately, it's been I told him not to. I told him not to go out to the forest today. I listen, I know you guys are busy today. I'm gonna just keep looking around town here, but if you happen to see him, please just let him know that I'm worried about him.
Of course, wow. I don't know what to say, Elias. Of course we're gonna look for him. We were actually planning on stopping by the mire to look for some of the children. I'm sure he's fine. Cord willing, he's going to be fine.
Cord willing. I suppose in the meantime I'll keep searching around town. If we don't find him by the time you get back, if you don't find him by the time you get back, we can. I guess by then it'll be okay the police will listen to us. You can tell she's like she does seem very frazzled by all of this. This is not something that she's often, or this is not something that she has had to deal with before.
At this point, Niveryn's kind of wishing he had like this magical circlet thing that could help him just kind of use telepathy to like search for specific people, after like scanning the whole entire globe, and then just find one person.
Yeah, that would be helpful, wouldn't it?
Reference 5 points.
But yeah, you guys
actually 10 points because I've been doing 10 points for each one so far.
You guys do actually continue making your way down the road, and right before the forest there is this large bog. And this is basically it's the place where the children were all last seen, or generally last seen. And it just
wow, this looks like a great place for children. Let's all just hang out here, guys.
It's plenty of mud. What do you expect? It mostly looks like mud. There's a path heading into
right about
the forest.
Here thing.
Wherever, yeah. There's
right about here. Okay.
If you're asking about like placing characters, just wherever is good.
I just put it on.
Basically,
as for the horse and cart, don't know where to put those.
That'll do where it is. But
oh, this is the path. This is the path. Right
yeah,
now.
this is the path.
Oh, in that case, is there? Oh wait, there's no bushes or trees or anywhere.
No, this is just looks vaguely like just one big mud plain.
Oh, in that case, I probably don't want to be in the middle of the.
Probably not, but
might get my boots dirty, and then it'll take a while to clean up.
Everybody, make a perception check real quick.
Yay! It looks like a dinosaur, but I'm glad we drew a horse and cart.
Yes.
We should do more creative doodling sessions. Whenever we don't have a token, let's just draw it.
That works. Oh, I forgot. Okay, yeah. Khaoz, did you make your perception?
Yes. Huh.
Alrighty.
My perception is not working as well as I want it to.
Yeah,
it's
you're
still
seeming
15,
a little...
but...
Yeah, you
still.
seem a little off today. About 20 feet from the forest proper, you see what looks like to be a ring of some sort. And it's about 8 feet in diameter. Right there. But it's about 8 feet in diameter, and you... sorry. Just outside of the ring, you see a familiar sight of a pencil bag and a spiral-bound sketchbook, face down and looking a little soggy.
It's a fairy ring. Sorry, okay,
they
so...
look like mushrooms.
Is it safe to...
You can make a nature check to find out, or an arcana check, I guess.
They look like
arcane
crystals.
to see if it's mushrooms?
Or... maybe.
I want to see what the ring is.
Oh, they're magic, aren't they?
I'm not telling. You need to find that out.
Alright, hang on, I have to go get my character
perception or
I moved to another room so I have to get my character sheet again.
No.
There isn't an investigation. I think it would just be straight up and down perception. You can roll a nature, you can roll arcana.
Alright, I'm gonna roll arcana.
Yeah, roll arcana if it's not mushrooms. I don't know. I'm expecting like fairies.
What? Oh, not yet. Sorry, I'm talking to my mom. Okay. There we go. Oh, sweet.
Okay.
I'm gonna do arcana, which is interesting. Of course, then again, my magic is more mind-based and less magic, so... oh, actually, not that. Okay, not bad.
Mm-hmm. So...
oh, sure, I rolled good on my other rolls, except perception.
I'm gonna be straight with you, Khaoz. This is... both of your guys' rolls, like, only just kind of made it.
Oh, dang.
Basically, you've heard of this phenomenon before, and while they're not especially common, you've seen a couple of them before. The most you really know about it for certain is that it's colloquially known as a fairy ring. And you do know fairy rings are said to have various chaotic effects on anyone that enters them, ranging between turning people invisible to the mortal realm, to losing eyes or limbs, or even being transported to the realm of the Fae.
Oh, shoot.
I would not feel comfortable in being in the land of Fae because they might want to poke and prod and be like, what's this squishy
exactly.
thing? The idea of being trapped. Does he lose his mind over the thought of being stuck in another realm other than home?
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
You can only go to the Fey realm and find out, right?
Dang.
But that's what you can glean from this current situation.
Nope, not a fan.
Alright, so I turn to the others and I'm just like, that's a fairy ring.
Huh. Cool. I don't
No, you don't
I'm not
understand.
magic, man.
You don't
no
understand.
idea what that is, and it's like, no offense, but Annie is probably like hungover at this point.
Good
Best
point.
case scenario, we can't
You
see
didn't
the
drink your
children.
morning tea.
Worst case scenario, they're literally in another realm.
Oh.
If you want, you can investigate things further, or we can continue along this.
Well, you think we're just gonna walk away from this? Like, well, bye, children.
Well, you can come back to it. It's they're
Oh no, I do
DM
something
honor.
bad.
DM honor. They're probably not going anywhere immediately.
Nope, we got time for this.
We got time for this.
Okay, Niveryn, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna check out the notebook now.
Okay, you examine the notebook, and it is a sketchbook. You've actually seen Matthias working on it before. This is definitely Matthias's sketchbook, and these are definitely his artifacts. What is strange to you is that when you open the book to the page that it was face down on and kind of scrape away the mud, you see the remnants of a charcoal drawing that looks vaguely human. Very vaguely human, but slightly not. With, like, wings.
Nature check.
Yeah, go ahead and make a nature check.
Can I poke one of the mushrooms with my staff while Niveryn's checking this out?
Sure, go for it.
Do not? Okay. Never mind, I'm too busy looking at
Like, Poke.
You do that and the mushroom kind of shivers and poofs a bunch of spores, but...
Oh, shoot.
Shoot.
Nature
I don't know what I'm looking at.
It appears...
Maybe.
Yeah. It seems
I mean,
fey
if
in
my
nature,
guess-
but... It seems fey in nature, but it's honestly the sketchbook is so soggy and soaked through that it's hard to gauge anything from it.
And my guess is that he was studying a fey creature and trying to draw it, and then it sucked him into a portal somewhere.
Potentially.
That's my guess.
Do we try to go after him?
I will remind you that you still have escorts at the moment. Like, you're currently like detouring from the main quests here, but that's up to you guys.
Quest? I'm already on a quest.
What are you doing in my mire?
Somebody
Everybody
once told me.
The world's gonna roll.
Yeah, everybody knows that reference, and so I don't think it'd be fair to give points for that one.
0 points for reference.
As it should be.
Unless you want to give points. But no
Okay,
case.
so I'm just gonna throw out a suggestion here. Should we come back to this when we are better prepared? Like, after the wedding? Or... No, Niveryn!
Wait a second. I looked away from my DM screen. What did you do?
I rolled a D100 to see how chaotic I'd be, and it was like, well, kids, fairy ring. Let's just see what happens.
You know what? I gotta say, I was thinking Annie was going to be the one that does this. This is what I was planning for.
This is what Annie was. Annie's hungover. She's more insane right now.
For anyone who's not sure what's going on here, Khaoz rolled a D100 for the heck of it, got got a nat 1 and decided that meant that Niveryn threw himself into the fairy ring.
Oh my
As a chaotic natured individual, it's like, well, the only way to test my theory is to
I am ready
get
to
in
YOLO. I'm sorry, I'm dying. I did not plan on the one sane person to do this. I was not planning for
you
this.
prepared for the bard, but you didn't prepare for the nat 1.
You didn't prepare for the bard deciding to go and fall in love with a priestess and then being really gay and getting her heart broken because she sucks at talking.
Not too hungover to do bardly things.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Okay.
You've killed me. Okay.
Before we
Fatality.
find out what happens, I fling myself in after Niveryn.
You guys! You guys! Okay. You know what? Okay.
Step into the fairy ring all casual, like, okay, here's one way to test my theory.
You know what? You know what? Screw it. Screw it.
Nothing happens. Because
Yeah.
see, this is what happens when you plan. That's why I posted that one video where it's like, okay, the DM plans an awesome adventure, and then you ruin everything.
Easy crazy, y'all. You know what? To be fair, this is my own fault for having multiple campaign elements running at the same time. But oh, you know what? No, I think I know how I know how I can resolve this. I think I know how I can resolve this. So yeah, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go for it. You know what, Maza, Niveryn? As you guys cross the threshold into the circle, you immediately feel off. And the Annie, Tallian, Aerith, and Solana, they all don't quite notice it at first, but then we quickly realize that Niveryn and Maza are becoming more and more transparent. And after a moment or two, they're both just gone. And now, Annie, you and I need to make a perception check.
Dang. So
Any other adverse effects aside from just disappearing that I need to make a con save for?
Let's get back to that in a second here.
Like,
Okay.
Are we just invisible, or?
Again, let's get back to that in a sec.
Sweet.
Okay. Everybody else is
So,
making...
Annie, the real MVP!
Annie with
Here's
her
the thing.
hungover eyes.
Here's the thing, Annie. Even you don't see anything at first. It takes you like 2 minutes of looking kind of thing. And it's so faint that you almost missed it, but where the two of them stand, there's the faintest distortion of light. And now I'm gonna switch to you guys now. You guys blink a couple of times, and you notice that the rest of your party appears to be veiled in like a light blue. And you can see their lips moving, but they sound like they're underwater, just distorted and wrong. And as you look around, trying to kind of get your bearings and gauge just where the heck you are, you see something. You see this figure. Very small in light blue, and it's about 30 feet away. What do you want to do?
I want to check it out.
Okay.
I just walk up to it. I'm just like, sweet.
Dang it.
Can I roll perception?
Sure, you can roll perception.
Okay, so I don't feel any adverse effects that I'd need to make a con save for. Got it.
I don't think so, at least.
Okay, just keeping in mind my
did you roll
con
your
save,
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, actually, yeah, you should probably make a con save.
You think so?
Yeah, just because this is a chaotic and infernal kind of, you get the feeling at least, so I don't think I think
does
you
it
need to
feel
make
like home, or does it feel like
it feels like
probably
the
being
wrong kind of home.
Oh, so it's the kind of maybe the opposite of feeling homey. Okay.
Not quite the
Roll
opposite,
con
but not adjacent to it, you know.
Because I'm wondering if magical effects will dispel other or anamorphic.
That's what I'm.
magical
Yeah, that's what
effects.
I'm kind of curious about here.
Yeah, what's my con again? Oh yeah.
Not great, if I recall.
Nope. All right. Well, I got over 50%. Your call, man.
Give me a sec here, actually. I'm gonna like roll some secret DM rolls here.
Screwed Max over, didn't we?
I may have.
You know what? This is. I said this is your roll, and this is your. I said this is your game. This is your game.
Niveryn, this was the most compulsive thing I have ever seen.
Oh no. Okay, so, Maza, you see Niveryn change, just very suddenly, and like something has been just suddenly dispelled, like a cloak has been ripped away from him, kind of thing. You see him disappear, and in his place, something else appear.
You know, only to Maza at this point.
Yeah, Niveryn, you're like, shoot, okay.
Oops. Diplomacy.
Maza, how are you? What do you want to do? What are you reacting? Your traveling companion just changed very drastically.
What exactly does he look like?
Here, actually, let me show you.
Oh god.
Except for with blue eyes instead of red, but yeah, you get the point.
Oh god.
Show to players like this.
Oh, like the all thing.
It's back.
It's back. I am horrified and concerned, and also horrified.
I mean, an apt response, but
I step back very quickly, and I'm just like,
I love it.
Important question. Where are you stepping towards and back from?
I kind of ran up to that blue light stuff, so I'm just gonna back away really
good.
quickly.
I love it when the DM punishes me for being stupid. Awesome.
There, I'll just put you there for the moment. Okay, Niveryn, you really boned it this time, Niveryn. Dang.
Okay. So,
I shouldn't have let you do this. I shouldn't have let you all do this. Anyway.
Okay. So, I try diplomacy. I'm like, Niveryn, are you still there?
Yes.
Can I hear him? Can I?
Khaoz, this is your race. Can they hear them?
Mostly they talk telepathically. So at that point, it's like, kind of like knocking on the mental door and being through the door. Yes, it's me.
Cause I'm tapping on the glass,
waving through the window. I'm sorry, this didn't mean to become a jam session, but yeah. TLDR, yes, you can.
You decided to start singing "Waving Through a Window." I started singing "Michael in the Bathroom." Someone else started singing a different song.
Knocking on the mental door, being kind of like, that's me.
Theater trash, but yes, in answer to your question, Maza, you can't hear him speak, but you can hear him in your head. Like,
just through this metaphorical door, which you may or may not open.
Yeah, like,
I'm like, Niveryn, do you know what just happened to you? Like, are you aware of what you look like right now?
Perfectly, yes. At this point, if you would have opened the metaphorical door, you probably would have been able to feel that he is just really embarrassed right now.
Aww.
Just like,
Rip,
okay, I'm just like, I clap my hands together, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna try to use my healing hands to heal you.
It's like, nope, this can't be healed. This is me.
I'm just gonna try. Can I just try like what's my feat? Can I or cantrip or whatever? What do I have?
I do want to throw out that this mysterious blue light is like right as soon as it noticed you, it actually did come up to you and is also like, holy crap, what is going on?
Am I correct in thinking that this is possibly related to Cord because this looks a lot like the whole Ollie Cord thing, or
this is no. I realize that it looks. I realize that it looks like this because I use a lot of the similar like language and stuff. But no, this is this is DM being straight up. No, this is not related to Cord.
Okay. Yeah.
Answer.
I use that little birdie thing to go and find where they're standing.
Ooh, nice thinking.
Actually, yeah, go for it.
Totally forgot you had that.
I did too.
It's okay, man.
Truth be told, I did too.
Can I just like try to use my healing hands just to see if it'll do anything?
Khaoz, I forget. Were you? Is Niveryn is faceless for? Are faceless resistant to radiant radiant stuff or not?
Weak to radiant damage, but they can be healed. But it's like damage, not like healing.
Okay.
So I'm not undead. Undead would be like you damage.
Okay, I couldn't remember if like healing would hurt kind of thing. I didn't think so. Okay.
It's more like it doesn't do anything at this point.
Yeah,
I wouldn't bother.
Yeah, and I think you can probably like explain this to Maza, like, no, this is
me.
This is your true form. This is Niveryn's true, unaltered form.
Technically, nobody is supposed to know because it's like some sort of mission, but, you know, if we could just keep this between us, diplomacy.
Wop wop.
I get you. I get you, man. I get you.
I get what you're throwing out here, but no, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I'm a little scared right now. Could we just focus on this blue light and maybe getting out of this realm?
Yes, and I might need to borrow a blanket or something till I can figure out how to get back.
I just
if this is a permanent thing and I can't phase back, that would be interesting, to say the least.
I just take off my cape and hand it to him, like, here.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hide.
That works. Okay, so
like
you guys...
adorable, sad little squid. He's a cuttlefish.
No.
Basically. Not a cuddlefish, though. I don't cuddle.
A no-cuddle cuddlefish.
Spikes might not be very cuddly.
Alright, so you guys actually do see this light. You do see this light, and it's actually, like, approached you kind of frightenedly. And you guys see it a little bit more clearly, and you realize it's Matthias. It's Elias's ward, and he sees you, and his eyes are all white, and it's like, Maza, you're here, but oh, what is this? Who are you? What is that? Maza! Mix Maza! Please. You can see he's like a little bit flipped out. It's like, I mean, this has been a really bad day, but this has been a really bad day, but it's just gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Are you?
Voice, I am still me.
Niveryn? Is that you? Niveryn, is that you?
Okay, Matthias, long story. It's probably best if you don't ask. Just if it is, yes. And seriously, don't ask.
I mean, a fair point.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We're trying to figure this out.
I'm a friendly squid, Emma.
He's a friendly cuttlefish.
You're not the first person for this has happened to. Have you seen anyone else in here?
And Matthias kind of shakes his head. He's like, "No, I haven't been here very long. It's I thought I saw someone running towards town, and I've heard a lot of noise and stuff in the forest, but I think it's just me right now.
Dang. All right. Listen, we're going to get out of this. We stepped inside the fairy ring. We're stuck in some kind of other realm, apparently, and it's totally fine.
You can see he's like visibly, he's actually fidgeting with his hands a little bit, just like not really sure, not necessarily because of Niveryn's current state, more just because he's a small wound up ball of what the heck is going on today. I just wanted to draw and be here, or not be here. And he's just like, you can see he's like visibly fidgeting, just very, very nervous. He's just like, Miss Elias is probably really nervous, probably really scared. I just want to go home.
We talked to her. It's okay. She was looking for you, and we told her that we'd go and search for you. She's fine.
She's not mad at me? I thought she'd be mad because I went to the forest, even though she told me not to. It's just I really wanted to draw the Fae folk.
Wait. So you saw something?
He kind of cocks his head at you, like, well, sure. I mean, the fair folk are always over here. Is
this a known thing? Did no one think to inform us about this?
He kind of like looks at his hands again. He's like, well, it's not really a known thing, I guess. It's not really something anybody paid any mind to. At least I don't think so. I thought I was the only one who could see them. Because none of the other kids seemed to like, or seemed to want to see them.
Okay, we'll talk about that when we get out of here. Out of character for a second, has Annie found anything with her bird?
Annie, what were you looking for specifically? Just them in general?
I was mostly looking for Maza.
Okay. You actually, the Seeker actually does. Let's do a throwback here. The Seeker actually does like flit about to where ze were and stuff, and comes to rest like right here before lighting up green. So you can gauge that ze are like within this kind of vicinity. And one other thing, Maza, you do see footprints, like where Matthias is standing. You don't see any inside of the ring, though. So you get the feeling that if you were to step outside of this fairy ring, you could interact with the environment to some degree.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna... Niveryn, you coming with me? I'm gonna just kinda... yoink.
Try to get out of the ring?
Yeah.
Can I phase back first? That takes a turn, but we're not in combat. So... Am I allowed to phase back while I'm in the circle? Is the question.
I think you try while you're in the circle and it doesn't. You fizzle. Whatever magic or biological thing you typically do to shift is not working here. So
I'm going to hide in this blanket and be all curly. And then just kind of try to leave. I don't have control of the squid.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where do you want to go here?
You
can just use your pointer here.
Book is not anymore because I was like, I want to try to like go over here and try to be hidden until I can figure out how to shift back.
Okay, well you can try again now that you can try again once you're like out of the circle kind of thing.
Is that okay? Do I need to roll con for that to shift back?
Sure,
or
go ahead.
Do I just shift back?
Go ahead and roll con, I think.
Because this like is the magic still affecting me as I'm out or does it just dissipate to the point where I can just do whatever I want?
Here's the thing. It's like this whole thing is magic. This whole area, this whole place is just pure concentrated magic. So you can cast spells, you can do stuff, but it would probably be a little bit more of a fight to do so. Nah, you're still faceless for now.
Nope. I'm just gonna like huddle in this like little corner over here.
Yeah, you're still a cuttlefish for the moment.
And just kind of be like, "Don't. I'm fine." Trying to make it sound like I'm actually talking aloud when I'm really talking to everybody in my head.
Okay. At this point, I think Aerith and Solana are just like, oh, what? What the heck?
Can I go over to Annie and like tap her on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, can you feel me?"
Sure. You can go ahead and make a strength check. Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check. Actually, and this will just establish how well you can, or how much you can feel things in the mortal or in this realm, kind of thing.
That's 13.
Yeah, I'll say you can. So, Annie, you don't feel it like a push, but you feel a nudge. You feel a slightest bit of a nudge, kind of thing.
What's that?
Maza was kind of touching
like
you. You feel like
in the realm. We're just out of the circle, kind of thing.
Yes, you are.
Like confusion.
Oh yeah, you're still hungover. That's right.
That?
Tallian's just like, welp, okay, now we have to deal with this. They kind of look over at Aerith and Solana at this point, and are like, listen, we have two choices here. We could either delay the ceremony a month, or we could like meet you guys in the forest. The problem is I'm not sure if we're gonna get this resolved in 24 hours.
Possibly.
Aerith, maybe, but I don't know.
I think we might want to start like winding down this session at least. It's getting kind of long.
Yeah, I think we should probably. We can call this a cutoff point soon too. Just as long as I remember where we are.
Quick, can I before we cut off, can I just ask Niveryn if he has any idea how we can get out of this?
Niveryn, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Yep, that would be Arcana check. No clue.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna make an Arcana check. Dude.
Okay, so from what you know about the Fae, you know that the fair folk like their games. You know that once somebody has entered the Fae realm, it's exceedingly hard for them to leave. And the fact that these children have been brought in here and that they have been kept for this long is disconcerting, to say the least. You get the impression that to get out of here, you're gonna have to do some serious stuff. You're gonna have to like talk to some serious people and deal with potentially some very dangerous things.
Very interesting.
Can I just yell, just like, hey, if anyone's listening, can we make some kind of bargain to get out of here?
Funny thing, there was a slight bit of ambient noise in the forest, and it goes quiet. And then it kind of starts back up, but quieter this time. Annie, you and Tallian don't hear anything. You don't hear Annie yell. You didn't hear Annie and Niveryn's conversation by the fairy ring. So, to summarize, Annie, or Maza, the most of what you kind of know is that you know you're in the Fey realm. You notice that you can interact with people and objects in the mortal realm. You can hear some things in the mortal realm, but you cannot be heard. So, and I think Solana and Aerith kind of just, like, look at each other like, well, okay, I mean, look, you guys are kind of our only person, and I guess we understand if you need to take more time. I know this was really short notice.
Dang. I mean, I want to be able to get out of here so I can officiate the lesbian wedding, but I'm also kind of like, I don't know how to get out of here, so rip.
Yeah. Tallian's like, listen, I will personally assure that you are married under the light of a full moon, but it's not going to be tomorrow night. It's not going to be the night after tomorrow. I'm sorry. This is the best I can do. And they kind of, like, look sadly at each other, but nod. It's like, all right. No, we understand. This was very short notice, and it was unfair of us to expect. It was unfair of us to expect so much of you. And this is. Solana actually looks a little, like, struck. Like, well, yeah, I kind of saw this coming, because she is a diviner.
Oh, so bad.
She's a diviner. Just BT dubs. But she nods. It's like, it's fine, really. By next month I'll be further along on my wedding shawl, or on my shawl. That's it. And you'd actually seen she was kind of, she had, you kind of glance in her bag and you see, like, a wedding shawl being knitted kind of thing, and still on the needles. So it's like, it really is. It's fine. Do what you need to do, and if this is about those children, then please don't hesitate to come by. Or please don't hesitate to come by my shop, and maybe we can figure out some sort of guidance. So, TLDR, if y'all get stuck trying to figure out how to get Maza and Niveryn out of Fey Realm, we can go to Solana to get a little bit of insight.
Sweet.
She's basically the fortune teller from the Zelda games.
Sweet. Okay, that sounds good. Am I correct in thinking that we need to talk to someone to be able to get out of here? Like, find some of the fair folk?
Yes. You don't know where that would be, though. You can talk to. You might be able to find some of the other children. You might be able to find somebody in the forest, but it's not really the smartest thing to go walking around in the forest kind of thing. I will leave it up to you guys for what you want to do, and I will also leave it up to you guys for, during our gap here, what you guys want to do. Because it is getting a little late, and I know you're pressed for time.
Yeah, I got like under an hour.
Yeah, and Hannah, you were saying we should probably get going. It is getting a little long. So yeah. Bye, everybody. Yeah. That's where we're leaving off for this week.
Really sorry about the whole, jumping inside the fairy ring.
Because I wanted to give out points.
Oh yeah, we are still live. I don't have the chat. I don't think there's anybody in the chat though.
Yeah, well, they might comment. Anyways, you get 10 points for deciding what my username that I changed it to was. And if this isn't a hint enough, Invader's blood marches through my veins like giant radioactive rubber pants.
Oh.
There's that reference. And
okay.
then...
Yep, I got it.
50 in the morning and 3 at night was from Mulan. If you get that, you get both. You get 20 points. You got one of them. You got 10 points.
Gotcha.
Points don't really matter, but there you go. You got 10 chaos points.
So just as a blanket statement to everyone, really sorry about the whole fairy ring derailment thing.
No, you're not. Don't lie.
No.
I'm not that sorry, but I'm also part of the reason I'm not that sorry is because it was kind of Niveryn's fault.
It was all Niveryn's fault.
My chaotic
It's great.
That one.
You guys have derailed this in probably the best possible way. I'm very I am actually really happy.
I like how my reveal was comical.
It was incredibly comical.
I feel like that was like the best.
Along the lines of oops.
Props to you, Khaoz.
Ta-da! Is the faceless, at least beknownst to what's her name? Darn it.
Everybody else. Yeah.
Everybody else probably doesn't know, but Maza does. So
yeah,
we'll
Maza now does.
Handle that at a later date after we figure out how to get out of the fairy realm first.
Oh, yeah. Actually, note to self. Maza needs to think about the fact that Nolly and Niveryn's forms kind of resemble each other.
Interesting. I wonder why that is.
I just made a quick note to myself for that for next time. Also, quick thing. I'm just saying this because I kind of made a habit of announcing Calypso updates at the end of each session.
Oh.
As of a little over a week ago, I think our kitty is back at the Humane Society, up for adoption because she was a foster.
Oh.
And for all I know, she's already been adopted. I'll have to check up on her.
I mean, probably. She's wicked cute.
She is wicked cute. So we have the Mechanicat Calypso in my inventory as sort of a homage, and she's probably doing pretty well. So,
yay! Okay.
Signing off. This is
signing
the
off,
Idiot
I guess.
Squad. Blasting off again.
This has been the Idiot Squad blasting off into destroying a campaign, and I love it. It's amazing. Bye.
That video where
Bye.
totally destroy stuff. Bye.
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 Bye.